Hi, we are going to run through an example of the new Pinecone Assistant Zapier integration. I built a Zap which connects to a G drive. Looks in a specific folder for new files. When it finds them, it sends them to Pinecone Assistant, generates a summary of the file, and then emails that summary to me in this case, but to whatever email address you have it set up to send to, so you can get a quick summary. Note that I chose to use a Philadelphian dialect for the summaries because I grew up in South Philly, so give a little nod to my hometown. So the first thing we need to do is actually create the file. So we're going to Project Gutenberg, and we're going to get a copy of The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So we'll just save that as a PDF. It's now in my downloads folder as a PDF. So now we will go to Google Drive. Okay, so there are no files in this folder right now, so we're going to go and upload the one we just created. Okay, so there it is. It's all set. So let's go back to the Zap and get that running. So we will click Run on the Zap. So it's going to check the G drive, find the file, trigger on a new file. It'll go through. It does a quick check to make sure that the file has the right file extension. Pinecone Assistant works with PDF, docx, JSON, text, and Markdown. In this case, PDF, so it passes. It checks to see if the assistant exists or not. If it doesn't, it'll create it. In this case, the assistant already exists. Then it'll upload the document. There's a built-in delay because there is some processing time that happens. So we're going to let that run. And then once that finishes, it'll continue on. Okay, so that 2-minute delay finished and the Zap finished running through. It got the description of the file. It got the chat back from the assistant. Here we have the message content. And then it sent the email. So I'm going to switch over to the email window here in a second and we'll see. All right, and we have the summary back from the assistant. And yeah, it gave it in in Philadelphian. So and that's it. That's all it does. But it was super easy to put together. It ran through in just a few minutes. The longest time was just processing the file in Assistant. That amount of time can vary based on the size of the file, so just be aware of that. But other than that, that's all you need to have a very simple way of monitoring a Google Drive for new content and sending out a summary of it. And this could be extended to send Slack notifications. It could be set up to create Zendesk tickets, whatever. Whatever you do with the output is going to be based on your business needs. But this is as simple as it gets. All right. Enjoy. I'll include a link to the publicly available version on a later post once that's available. Right now it's still private. So, but once it goes through and gets fully reviewed, I'll update with that link.